Hey, everybody, how's it going? Welcome to our ultimate, instead of penultimate, our last our issue of Masks: A Bright Future, our teenage superhero game. I'm Mark. I go he, him, or they, them. I am your GM. I am their GM. Just helping stuff along. Let's go around and have everyone introduce themselves. Let's start with Heath.
Hi, I'm Heath playing Chaosis. I'm a Nova in the system. I basically charge up and then can do all kinds of cool stuff. Chaosis, in particular, manifests his powers in completely random ways. He has no control over it. So you never know what you're going to get. And I believe currently he has just gone to the Shadow Realm. Who knows if he's alive or dead or if we'll ever see him, or maybe I'll just sit here silently for an hour. I'm also a he, him.
Awesome. Let's hit Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam Rodriguez. I'm playing Sunshine. In this game system, my archetype is the outsider. So I'm like an alien from another dimension. My character in particular is from the sun. He is a sun larva who has sun powers, and he can shape change and manipulate technology. Um, I am besties with Jules right there. Jules found me when I was just a houseplant, and then later a dog, and then now he's decided to become a teenage superhero and fight bad guys with his new team.
Awesome. Yeah, let's jump over to Nicole. Jules.
Hi, I am Nicole. I play Jules, and we both use they or she. Jules's archetype is the bull, which means I'm very good at punching things. Sunshine said, I am besties with Sunshine. And then Jules was created in a lab, rescued and protected by Wendell and a weird cult farm, and is now having to adjust to trying to be a teenage superhero, and is learning along the way that maybe she should be a little bit better about asking for help and not just always going off on her own.
Nice. And Barrett.
Hey, my name is Barrett. I go by he, him, and so does my character, Jared Stearns, aka Superstar. Superstar is 17 and has been a superhero for about 7 or 8 years now, and he's sort of turned into the de facto leader of the team. I guess maybe we'll find out if that's actually what he wants. Maybe tonight, I don't know. He has disgusting, gross bug powers, but because of his relative fame and good looks and good PR, money, people consider him to be like a really great superhero, real up and comer, and yeah, so high expectations. But he's just trying to be a normal teenager and not let any of this fame and power and authority go to his head. His dad is a former superhero called Greyguard, and is the reason that Jared has these bug powers. Jared's is a protege, if you go by the book, which means he is trying to live up to or defy his protege, which is his dad. Oh yeah, and we all have lots of feelings and emotions. So in this game, I just like to say this. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
In this game, we don't have hit points or anything like that. So when we get in fights, we just describe the fights. What really hurts us or helps us is our feelings about ourselves and about other people. So other players can have influence over me or someone else, or I can have influence over them. I can make them feel things. They can make me feel things. So when we talk about our stats moving up and down, that's how we feel or how we see ourselves, and then we get these conditions which are strong emotions which can really mess us up, and we got to do something to get rid of that emotion. So if you're super angry, you gotta break something. So that's kind of how this game works. I really like it. I think it's real different than, it doesn't make us not do superhero stuff, which is great, but we're not bogged down in being like, well, how do I how many hit points do I have left? It's just like you fail.
Yeah, it's really great for balancing power levels. Like we have Chaosis, who's a Nova, who's basically like Superman plus, and you can be in the same team with someone who just punches people, and it all works out cool because when you get knocked through a building, you don't lose hit points. You just like get ashamed of yourself or whatever. So that it works out really cool that way. Speaking of mechanics, a couple of you got advancements because you got a whole bunch of potential last time. Superstar, what did you take?
I took what's it called? Well, it doesn't have a name. Add +2 to label your mentor embodies or denies. It denies danger, and I feel like we've been kind of heading towards some pretty dangerous stuff, and I got to be like mentally ready for it, despite the fact that he'd rather have me stay safe or help other people.
Nice. Chaosis, you had something too, right?
I did. I unlocked my moment of truth, which is kind of the biggest move a character can use.
Yeah.
And I thought, being the final episode, hey, might
Great time
be
for
nice
it.
to have. Might be nice to have that in my pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, and the way that'll work in the game is just either you be like, I think this is a great time for my moment of truth, or I'll be like, hey, that sounds like your moment of truth. Let's do that. And again, it's just a narrative thing where like you basically become a god for a little bit. Awesome. So two things happened at the end of last issue. Chaosis brought one of the members of Superstar's dad's old superhero group back from this shadow realm where she has been trapped for the last while. Going into the realm that she was trapped in instead. And more immediately,
Anyway, enough about that.
enough about the shadow realm and everyone's dads. Some bad guys were tracking folks through Jules's phone because she applied for a job at a coffee shop while bad guys were after her.
The right thing to do.
Them. And Sunshine, who can fly, was tasked with taking the phone and dropping it in the bay, the city. Unfortunately, the last shot of the show was the phone. I said floating, but probably like sinking in the bay, unless you have an inflatable phone or something. And
It's like one of those state fair cell phones.
Yeah.
We live in the future with floating phones.
Because Superstar was being chased by a missile, and we didn't see what happened. So I'd like to start off with that.
With Sunshine being chased, yeah.
Yeah, so Sunshine was being chased by a missile. We saw that heading towards the Bay of Halcyon City, phone in hand. You're probably just like tooling along, having a good time. I think we said you were some sort of eagle at this point. You're transformed into an eagle.
I think I was a hawk.
A hawk, yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. And
which was a good call, Nicole. Making me a hawk.
Oh yeah, a Harrier hawk.
Yeah. I missed last episode, so like everybody did good, exactly what I would have done.
Some birding jokes.
Cool. So
Harrier hawk, right.
Harrier hawk.
Nice.
So while you're when you're almost there, there's a missile flying towards you, which you now notice.
That's a problem.
That's a new thing. What would you like to do about that?
Well, am I over the bay? And have I dropped the phone?
You have not dropped the phone yet, but you are probably about to.
Okay. Well, I would, if I'm over the bay, I would like to first drop the phone.
Yeah, go for it.
That's some sweet priorities.
And then, okay, missile. Missile. Well, all right. This is what I want to do. So drop the phone, and then I want to kind of like turn into like a ring of sunshine, just right. I want the missile to like go through it, and when it does, I want to coat the missile with my sunshine, and reprogram the fucker to spin around and fire back at the guy who shot it at.
Nice.
This stream
Uh,
rated for mature audiences.
That's definitely going to be unleashing your powers. So
Sweet.
we're going to have you roll 2 dice plus your freak,
Yeah, get my
which
freak on.
is plus
Plus
2 right
2.
now.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's
Freaker.
see what happens.
Yeah, well, I rolled a 10 plus that 2. That's a 12.
Nice. That
Hell yeah.
absolutely works. Cool. Tell me what that looks like. And I think we're gonna include some fiery bits falling because that's what we saw.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm in hawk form, and I turn around and see that thing, drop the phone. When I do that, the hawk turns like star bright, kind of flashes out, and when he does that, he turns into a halo of light, and the missile goes right through it. But then you see like this tension of him like trying to like control the missile like really, really hard or whatever. It just like hits it, and it's all this light on it, and pieces of it go flying off. But then like his brightness sort of takes over the whole thing. You don't even see the missile really. It's just like a big missile of light, and then it just kind of
Nice.
sponges in on itself, and then reforms aimed in the other direction and fires.
Awesome. Yeah, I was gonna have you roll separately to do the techno thing, but 12 is gonna get you where you want to be. So that definitely, and that just turns into this ball of light, kind of like showers sparks and everything as it shoots off. And since it's made of like pure light now, it shoots off real fast. So it
I'm
heads,
a laser. I'm a laser,
north.
Chewbacca.
What are your intentions after dropping off the phone?
Oh, cool. So the missile can go do it, and I can still like be.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, all right. I guess I'll just go back to HQ, or
Perfect.
or maybe try to follow where it's gonna go. You know what I mean? Like I want to know where the bad guys are.
I think you're not going to have trouble with that once that explodes.
Oh, okay. There you go. Cool. Then I will. I'll just head back to. I'll head back to base.
Awesome. Yeah, and you might be needed there. So the
Yeah,
other
totally.
thing that we ended on was Grimoire, who was the
That's right.
member of the team that disappeared after basically being consumed with magical fire while fighting these extra dimensional things a while back. And she has pulled herself out of the book by sort of lifting the book up, falling out. She has this sort of like a ghostly porcelain white skin, this misty black cloak, and everyone is a little bit astonished that she's there. And she's like taking in a deep breath as if this is the first breath she's breathed in decades. And everyone's there. Wendell is smitten. Probably there's some history there. And everyone else is there. So what would you like to do?
Am I
I mean,
here yet, or am I on my way?
Everyone being Superstar and Jules, I guess, right now.
Well, I was gonna say when
Oh,
we
right.
left, I mean,
Okay, cool, cool.
wasn't Sunshine there though? Because
No,
like
he had been.
Yeah, not yet.
We didn't know if he had been
Well.
blown up or not.
He
Did-
definitely wasn't there because
Yeah.
Adam wasn't here.
well, I know, but we were talking like he was there, and
Oh, he was
were
there and then
acting on
he-
his behalf.
And then he
Yeah.
left.
We
Yeah.
sent him away. Yeah,
Okay,
he was
okay.
there originally.
Yeah.
Got it.
Hey,
Superstar, my instinct is to go punch the book, but you know what? I am going to instead ask friends for help. What should we do?
And
No.
she is holding the book now.
Oh.
She
Don't.
sort of clapped it closed.
yeah, don't punch it.
The lady just ate our friend.
Your friend just took my place between the worlds by pulling me out. It was a selfless sacrifice, and I appreciate it.
Is he coming back?
When is he coming back?
Yeah.
Well, suppose that's up to us. For me, well, I think we all might be busy. And she kind of like walks towards the swimming pool window area, and she's like feeling very casual, I think. Superstar, what is your dad? How's your dad reacting to this?
I think he's frustrated that that nobody's that she's not talking, basically. That she sort of is acting weird, and like there's no time for that.
Yeah. Jules, what about Wendell? How's he reacting besides just like struck?
How's Wendell reacting?
Yeah.
I think he's into her, and I think that's making Jules feel weirded out.
Mm.
But it's the like, you're not my mom. Like, I think Jules feels a little protective of like, you weren't here for him. I don't know who you are. Your book just ate my friend.
Yeah, and I think Jules actually stands up and asks her like,
Well,
like dumb questions like how are you? How did what he's having trouble making words happen.
well, like could one of us take his place so he could come back?
Oh, well, I suppose if you knew how to read this, and I think starts with an A. It's not Arthur. What's your dad's name?
Oh, my dad?
Albert. Only Albert knows how to read this right now, and she kind of tosses him the book. But I imagine you'll be busy. You see, I don't know how much he told you. When Glacier and Static, Grey Guard, and myself were fighting these interdimensional beings, and she kind of looks at Greyguard / your dad. Did you tell anyone else about what he is, who he is?
Yeah.
Okay. I think she can sense that. She's like, they were coming after you, weren't they? And he kind of looks a little taken aback, a little bit ashamed, maybe. And I sacrificed myself, sent them back, put myself between this world and theirs to prevent them from coming in. And I expected my team to support me. You immediately, when your friend got sucked into a weird interdimensional book, immediately asked how to get him back. I've been in that gray dream place for, what year is it? A very long time. It hasn't been centuries, but it feels that way. Time works differently there. And it's closer. It's closer to the Loom, where you're from. And it took some time, but I was able to make contact with them. And I was still the only thing holding them back because I was stuck there. So I made a deal. Since my friends weren't coming to get me, I let them know that I would do my best to get out. And when I did, open the way for them to come back. And she kind of like turns to the window, like overlooking the city. It's probably like just after sunset now. And she turns back to you and sort of like spreads her hands and she's like, and now they're coming for everyone. The portals will open. And she makes this big gesture. And nothing happens. And she has this porcelain face that isn't showing a lot of emotion. But after a few moments, She turns to look at the skyline and puts her hands on where her hips should be. Interesting.
Maybe they're busy.
Well, what now?
I am interested in grabbing this book and trying to make Jared's dad read it.
I think at this point, Gregard has just been listening to this monologue, and it's like, we would have done everything. We tried everything. None of us. You're the only one who used magic among us. We were not able to go back. I was not able to go back. I don't know what you expected from us. And he's holding the book.
Look, we don't have time for your "we're sorry for being bad friends" speech right now. Our friend is trapped wherever spooky lady came from, and we have to get him back.
There was no way anybody could know where you went and what it was like there. There's no way.
Your father's a scientist from another dimension.
Still doesn't mean he knows where you went and what happened. He doesn't do magic. Magic and science are different. I know people say magic is a science people don't understand, and that's baloney. They're different. They're 100% different. And I understand you being frustrated, but they stopped being superheroes. They felt so much guilt.
Wendell bought a farm.
I rewrote my book. I don't know if you noticed. That's the language of the loom. That is the culmination of science and magic married together.
Well, congratulations on your PhD, but we have to get our friend back. And if your shadow people are coming through, we should have our friend back for that.
And when you say that, she kind of looks...
He's the magicalist of us all.
It looks thoughtful and amused when you say that. And she's like, that makes sense. It sounds like your friend's the one holding them back now. And she puts out an arm and the book flies to her hand.
Oh, chaos.
All right. I'm not gonna wait for her to do something with that book.
Yeah.
The time for talk is over. Now
Let's go to the shadow place and help Chaosis. He can't be by himself. He's very bad by himself.
I'm gonna
Sure.
launch myself at her and try to smash her through the window into the pool.
Cool.
Yeah, we're fighting now.
Nice. Yeah. Go ahead and let's unleash your. Tell me how you're doing it first, so I can make the decision.
So I think where she is by the window. I'm on the other side of the dining room table. So I'm just gonna jump on the table and use that to push myself forward vertically or horizontally into her through the window and then into the pool. That's my plan, is to sort of I'm not using super speed, but I am gonna turn on my super strength, which is nothing compared to Jules, but still significant. I think twice the strongest human being.
Oh
That's the
no,
way I was
we
looking.
really did lose Chaosis.
Oh no.
He's in the shadow realm. He says his router went out. Yeah, it's
Oh.
coming back.
Yeah, I'll just try to tackle her into the pool.
Cool. Yeah, let's directly engage a threat. I don't
right,
think she was expecting that.
And
Are you rolling plus 2
my-
dice?
just so you know, Mark, my goal here is to put her through the glass.
Yeah.
So that she gets cut up. This isn't safety glass. This is
Right.
window pane glass. So I'm hoping maybe I can clear my anger by intentionally trying to hurt her, and I'm also breaking something.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Nice.
totally breaking it.
All right. Okay.
That's
so
plus
directly engage
danger,
threats.
but you got all sorts of.
Where's your thing? Let's just roll. Let's just roll and then find out what happens, right?
Yeah.
10 plus danger.
+3.
Yes.
That's
Hey!
a 13.
Right thing. All right.
Who says you aren't like me?
Yeah, so you totally do all that stuff you said. Grab her and like not only knock her through the window, she gets all cut up. You manage to sort of like get inside her sort of form, so like you're kind of protected from the glass.
Yeah.
But you just blow her through the glass and you just continue to run, and both of you go flying off the building.
Oh shoot, that wasn't what I wanted, but that's awesome.
Yeah, 13's a lot. Very dangerous.
Okay.
Superstar just went over the edge, Jules.
Do I get to do my 2 things for directly engage a threat?
Yeah,
Okay.
hit it.
So I get to take something from them. So I'm taking that book.
Take that book.
And second is I'm gonna let's go with surprise the opposition, because I don't think she saw that.
Oh,
And she
okay,
doesn't know who I am or what I can do. So
yeah.
I just look like a teenager wearing like, you know, generally a white costume, and a pair of Chucks. So it's still not enough to be like, oh crap.
Cool. So you cleared off angry with that.
Yes. This was a great roll.
Yeah. So she is impressed and surprised as you're falling, and like you're kind of get her down there. She is, what is she? Yeah, she's gonna take that. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, so she, like, you're sort of tucked around her midsection, and as you're falling, like you kind of look at each other, and she smiles, and like her smoke form sort of like curls around you, so she's behind you holding you, and then you come to a jarring stop, and you fall out a little bit, and she grabs your wrists, and so she's just like floating there in a black mist, holding you by your wrist.
Okay.
And she's like, I didn't know. And like you can feel like the black mist is sort of like coalescing and sort of like going into your skin a little bit, and you can feel it's not like pulling stuff out, but she like, it's almost like she's tasting you, and she's like,
Now who's
oh, I didn't know. You're so grown up.
I guess so.
You're the little gray guard.
I'm not sure if that's the case.
What are you? A bug. Oh, what did he do to you? He's like,
I don't know. I feel special. I feel like I'm capable. People don't think I'm gross. People don't think I'm a freak.
oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't say that you were. That, are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything like that. I'm glad you feel like that. Let me help. And she just tosses you up, like tosses you back up through and kind of land back on the pool side there.
Yeah, I would not have. I don't really have a way to. I could have landed less. Well, I probably would have hit the ground without hitting it full speed, but it would have been bad. So it's
Yeah.
just too far for cockroach wings. It's too high up.
And she kind of like comes back up and floats back up outside the window, and she's got like some like little crackly storm stuff. Kind of looks like when Chaos's teleports. She's got
Okay.
some of that like purpley, greeny, black energy in her clouds, and she says, "You keep that. Maybe it'll do you some good." Seems like I have other places to be. And the smoke just coalesces and then blows away.
gonna slam the book down on the ground, and then realize that I have to pick it back up.
I think probably like as the smoke dissipates, that's when like Sunshine kind of like flies through the middle of it and blows the rest of it away. He turned into Sunshine.
Yeah, hawk noise and everything.
Oh, Huck.
Um,
Ow,
and
ow, ow.
how do you
back into Sunshine?
yeah, how do you land when you turn back into Sunshine?
Yeah, it just kind of comes in. You know, he does it. He watches a lot of TV, so it's just like big. Like he comes in and it swoops up. His arms go out. It gets all like light, sunshiny, and then he forms back into like a dude.
Nice. And like right after you do that, just over your shoulder, there's a like flash of light in the distance that kind of gets big and glows, and then
there it
goes
is.
away.
Yeah, we need to pinpoint that spot right over there. Someone shot a missile at me, guys. Why is the window blown the hell out?
I'm gonna now take the book over to Dad.
Oh hell! Hi guys.
Hi. So Chaosis is in a shadow realm.
It's in a shadow
Inside
realm.
this, he got sucked into this book, and a spooky lady came out of it.
Oh, all the good stuff happened while I was gone. I just sent that missile back right where it came from. So you see that smoke column over there?
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
I'm just glad you're okay. And then
That
gives
was
him
a
a
whole
hug.
lot of missile for like one bird.
I think they knew
Crazy.
you weren't a bird.
Yeah, I guess so.
They don't
I'm
just
pretty
shoot
sure it was
missiles.
after the phone.
Yeah, nobody shoots missiles at random birds. I know you're still relatively new, but that's not a way people hunt birds.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. It's kind of overkill.
Yeah.
That was aimed at my phone.
Yeah, it's overkill for a phone too.
All right.
And Albert's like flipping through the book as you're bantering.
So where
And
we gonna
Jules
go?
is like over his shoulder, like trying to make him go faster.
And Wendell is just sort of like sitting. He's a little bit devastated. He's like just totally overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And Glacier's finishing his grilled cheese.
So a lady came out the book. Where's the
Yeah.
lady at?
Grimoire came out of the book. And
Oh, from the original team.
yes, and
Man, I missed a
places-
lot.
Yeah, switch places with Chaosis. You weren't gone very long, but a lot happened.
Right?
Chaosis is now trapped in this other realm in between our world and the Loom, and apparently keeping them out is what she said. They should be invading right now, but they aren't. And yeah, I'm thinking maybe, Dad, we should leave you to kind of work on this book thing while we go check out where that missile came from.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That sounds really, really important. And Dad, obviously to us, Kate, getting Chaosis back is job one.
Right.
Let's cut to Chaosis. Chaosis, what does it look like when you arrive in the gray dream?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's not like our dimension. Like it's not solid. There's not like ground, and so it's sort of like just floating in mist. I imagine it's similar to being like buried deep in the ocean, where you just sort of no sense of up or down, or any kind of orientation, or in space more better than the ocean. 'Cause there's no gravity either. And it says just kind of like just little electrical wisps here and there of different kind of colors and flashes and things.
And you feel like after you sort of get acclimated to being wherever this is, you start feeling this weird, it's not like a pressure on you, but kind of like it's more of a feeling of pressure, like something's pressing on you. It's a dynamic, kind of like you're getting
So sort of like being under pressure, pressing down on me, pressing down on you.
pressing down on you. Yeah. It's like you're getting like a weird massage almost, but like from someone who's angry.
Ooh, angry massage.
What would you like to do?
Yeah, I think he's a bit overwhelmed. I'm like, what? Where do I start?
Ooh,
I-
would you like to assess the situation? That sounds
I
like
think
yeah,
I think he does need to do some assessing.
assessing. Cool. That's gonna be rolling plus superior for you.
Rolling plus what?
Superior.
Plus
So looks like it's
superior.
straight up for you.
Straight up, yo.
Bam,
2d6. Bam.
Posterior, more like.
Bam. Let's roll a
Taking
5.
budgets.
Ooh, a 5. All right.
Wait, I don't think I have any pluses or anything to apply to that.
Ugh.
Great. So cool. Yeah. This is how
Double
you got here.
checking.
This is how you got here in the first place.
No, this is
Um,
not a Nova power. so- yeah, no, it's
Um,
Francis, did you do all your good rolls at the beginning of
You
the
did.
series?
Well, mark potential.
oh, hey, I got that going for me.
Yeah. Whenever you fail, you mark potential. So you get better by doing things badly, poorly. So as you're kind of like looking around and kind of like feeling this weird pressure, there's like a ripping sound,
Yeah.
like a kind of like a plastic ripping sound almost, and you'll just like see like an arm come out of nowhere and grab your forearm, and another one like grabs your thigh weirdly and starts like trying to get a grasp on you.
It's the most aggressive massage parlor I've ever been to.
And you see different like body parts of people sort of materializing around you. What would you like to do about this?
Well, we're going to charge the F up. I'll tell you that much.
Let's charge up then.
We got to
Let's do
hopefully
dice
charge the F up.
plus conditions.
Yeah, which I have 2 of currently. So
Nice.
that's, how about an 11?
That is real good.
That is really good. That is,
Great.
that is, if I remember correctly, see, that's on a hit. That's just, yeah, 3 burn, no conditions.
Sweet. So as you're charging up, more of these arms are sort of like grabbing at you and coming out, and you feel yourself being just sort of held in place. And then a few people just materialize in front of you, and they look not like clones, but like uncanny valley-y, similar to Jared's dad.
Whoa.
They're all like, and they're not wearing anything. They're just kind of like smooth skinned.
They're like
they-
Kindles?
They do have hair, but they're like, yeah, it's like, and now that you kind of see it, you kind of like think about what Dr. Albert Stearns looks like, and like he looks like a normal person when you're just looking at him, but now that you're seeing these things, you can be like, oh, I guess like because he looks young, like it hides a lot of this, but when you're trying to like think about him, like maybe he's, I don't know, projecting some sort of image of himself or whatever, but like these feel like what he feels like almost. Like you can tell now that you're here. They don't say anything yet, but they're just like trying to hold you in place and looking at you, and trying to like figure out what this thing is in front of them.
I'll try to speak with them. I'm all charged up. I'm like,
Yeah.
No.
So are you all? What does the charge look like?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just that, it's that bright purpley glow with like green lightning kind of flying all over.
Cool. And I think as you charge up, they like hold you tighter to be like, oh, something's happening. Shit, hold on to this fish.
Like, hey, I don't want to hurt you. I do not appreciate the touching without consent. Let's just talk here. Who are you?
And like they do the weird thing where like they kind of like some of them speak, but they like trade words off. And they're basically saying, how did you get here? You're not supposed to be here.
Well, there was someone trapped here. I did what I could to get her out, which apparently resulted in me coming in. I don't want to be here.
We don't want you here.
Good, we're on the same
Either.
team here. Same team. I don't want to be here. You don't want me here. None of us want me here.
Take us to your world.
Oh no. That seems like a bad idea. I think I think you should stay here in your world, and
This is not. This is not our world.
Well, okay. Where's your world then?
And like one of them tries to like three of them like start to like point in different directions, but and like through this, you can't see it. What's wrong with your eyes? This is a place in between your world and ours.
Okay,
It's a space.
sure.
You're preventing us from traveling through it.
Wait, I am preventing you from traveling through it?
Yes.
Okay. Why are you, so you're traveling through this space trying to come into my world, yes?
Yes.
Why do you need to do that?
Same reason we always do.
Which,
ours.
What do you mean it's yours?
It's ours. We claimed it.
You can't, no, that's not how worlds work. This world's already claimed. It's our world. Do you have a flag? No,
What?
you don't. You can't just come plant a flag and be like, my world, not, no, we have a whole civilization, a whole history. It's our world.
And a couple of hands sort of like touch your flesh a couple places.
See that? We
And
don't do that
they're
in my world.
Like you're an infant.
I am almost 18, I'll have you know, which in my world is an adult.
18.
Earth years.
How many
okay,
worlds?
so
And like
I don't
they're
know if-
getting amused now. And there's like, how many worlds have you seen? How many worlds have you claimed?
we don't claim worlds. That is not cool to claim worlds.
We do.
Why? Because are you jerks?
Are we?
Are you
I'm not
bad, horrible people who just why do you not value other life forms?
Oh, we do greatly
So why would you go and claim their worlds?
because they're valuable.
Okay, how would you feel if someone came and claimed your world? You wouldn't like that, would you?
And like you get the impression like they can't even comprehend what that would be like.
Why don't you go back to your worlds? You've already got a bunch. You don't need mine.
Is your world of no value?
None whatsoever.
We can taste your lies.
Well, it's of value to me.
So it's yours.
That's what. Well, no, I don't own it personally. I am part of the human race. We coexist on this world with each other, not super successfully a lot of times, but we also coexist with many other species of life and plant, also not super successfully a lot of the time, but we're trying to get better. And you coming and claiming our world is not going to help matters any.
Sounds like your world is in disorder.
Okay, let's just go back to why don't you go back to your other worlds? Why do you need our world? Let's not
This is just the way things are.
not here. It's not going to be.
We'll see. What are folks doing on the outside?
I mean, I wanted to help him, but like watching Chaos's talk this alien out of taking over worlds is pretty much the show I want to see now. So
We need to go check out the explosion.
yeah, we'll do that.
How are you leaving?
Just take the elevator and get in the car.
I think as you're leaving, Wendell kind of like calls out to Jules, kind of like snaps himself out, and like as he sees you're like getting ready to go, where? No, this is our job. It's too dangerous.
It seems like you have several jobs that you still need to wrap up.
Look, Albert's got the alien thing covered. I do the punching and blowing things up thing, and so does Glacier. Grant, I don't know what is Glacier's still cool. Yeah, you know what I mean.
If you want to come, that's fine, but we're going.
And we
Great.
all answer to Superstar. We help
Superstar's
one
boss.
another. We don't go off on our own and do things by ourselves.
And Albert actually looks up from the book and like, okay. Approval.
Sorry.
It's okay. I understand why. I'm over here.
Trying to learn my lesson.
Yeah, Wendell's
Going
like,
very badly.
look, we can't stop you, but I know you've been doing this for a long time. We don't want to have to watch out for you. We can handle this.
Oh my god. They tried.
Handle what? I mean, we're gonna go check out the missile, right? That's what's happening.
Yeah, I
it
don't-
looks
Could
like that's
we-
the same place we were going.
Could
so-
we do the
why
can
don't
I
we all
do
go
the
with one
are
card?
you watching closely to Wendell?
Say that again?
Can I do the
Oh, yeah,
are
yeah,
you
yeah.
watching closely to Wendell? Can
That's the delinquent
Sunshine
move?
and I tag team distract him with something?
How are you gonna do that?
Okay, look.
I want to hear about it.
I was thinking we could set up like I don't know. Sunshine, you had an idea?
Yeah, sure. I mean, all we have to do is get these guys like away from us so that we can leave, right?
Yeah.
Generally. Hey,
Just cause an explosion somewhere else in the city.
hey. So while they're like doing their or maybe that is part of the distraction is me like I'm trying to make an alert happen for them to go after themselves. So I want to go to our like bat computer. Do we have like something like that? Like
We have a computer. We don't have a supercomputer.
This whole
tablet.
time, I wish we had had a
Yeah.
supercomputer.
Yeah, damn it. Eyesight is 2020. We needed a
Eyesight.
bat computer this whole time.
Right.
Cool. Yeah, Jules, go ahead and roll plus superior.
Oh, someone took my superior down last time. I forgot. Okay, well, we'll do that.
Is there anything I can do to help her?
I rolled an
Um,
8.
Ooh, an 8 is good.
Yeah.
You can choose two of those things: get an opportunity, expose a weakness or flaw, confuse them for some time, or avoid further entanglement.
I would like to avoid further entanglement and confuse them for some time. I just want them out of our way, but not hurt. And like if we do need them, not dead.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. Tell me how that works.
So, can I help? I'm helping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. You can help.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
so,
that
like-
we maybe had some explosives hidden somewhere just in case.
Right.
Oh,
Well, I was
maybe
thinking
it's
that I
some.
could make it- To where like the
Go for it.
TV like turns on, and there's a bank that just got exploded, and Grimoire is coming out with sacks of cash and a couple of shadow people. So, oh,
Very
crap,
nice.
You guys probably should deal with that. That's way above our pay grade, right?
Great.
Protect us from the bad lady.
Albert's like, look, I'll deal with Gramar.
I need you to keep reading that book, mister.
That's how I'm gonna deal with her.
Okay.
That's a tone, lady.
Mm,
To our house, dude. Sorry, I'm sassy.
Technically, it's my house.
Oh,
Since we're
really?
in the sass,
Damn it.
it's hard to get out.
Oh, it's very nice. Thank you.
It's- I like the waffles.
Look,
Pool's nice.
guys, I'm gonna stay here and work on the book. I'm not the leader anymore. I gave that up. So I can't tell you what to do. And I clearly can't tell you guys what to do. Wendell, Grant, go with them. I'll see what I can find on Gramar Tracker. Just don't get in their way.
Cool.
counting on you to keep your team safe in a way that I couldn't.
Hey, Dad, before we go, one last thing. You seem pretty stressed out. There's still a bunch of that weed that you made.
After the book, I'll get that.
Okay. All right. I just think you might be able to, it might calm you down to have a couple of hits.
I knew that weed didn't come out of the ground.
Yeah. The weed you grow here on Earth is, it's fine.
All right. Let's get in the car.
That's cool. It's so cool. You smoke pot with your dad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I want weed with your dad.
Yep.
Cool. So you head off to the explosion site
Yes.
with everyone, Wendell and
We go to the SUV, and I turn it into a sun vehicle. The sun
Not a
car.
utility vehicle.
Glacier is a little bit big, but I think.
Oh,
we'll
well,
fit.
I'm gonna shape the thing so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like cozy for everybody. It's
We'll
like
pop the moonroof
turns
for
into
him.
it. Like, yeah,
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, elbows Wendell, just like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
should have done this. This is way better.
I even changed the just make it a little warmer for everybody else because Glacier's in there. It's all temperature controlled. It's real good.
I don't know if I'll ever get used to you doing this to my car.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm gonna say as we're driving over, like, I'm not sure why you guys are so nervous. No one's gonna be there. He blew it up, and and no one would just hang around waiting for something to happen. If anybody survived, they left, and the only thing is that we might find is some evidence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that wasn't to you. That was to Wendell and Glacier.
Oh.
Wendell.
I'm just like hoping up. Yeah, you guys, it's gonna be fine. Y'all don't even need to. Yeah.
Albert.
When I'm driving, I guess I'm just the steering wheel with my face on it. It's like Plastic Man.
Awesome. Yeah, and Wendell's like, Albert's the only one who's ever dealt with these people. I mean, not ever. He's the only one of us who's dealt with them.
The missile came from the White Hand. It did not come from the Loom.
No, not the Loom. I'm afraid he came from Tempest.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
You're
I forgot the
probably
name
right.
of it.
That's not great. Okay, well then I can kind of see why you wanted to come.
Yeah, it's gonna be
They won't be
again.
there. They're not going to be there.
Things happen.
Wendell cousin, is
Yeah.
there anything about Tempest I should know that maybe you have hidden from me?
I haven't hidden anything from you.
You are a very powerful superhero, and I have
About
only recently
Tempest.
discovered this. Is there anything about Tempest that I do not know that I should know?
Are they aware that Albert told Jared about where he comes from? Wendell. and
Yeah, I
Iceman.
think Wendell does.
Yeah. It's like he I'm not going to assume anything, but I don't know much about them. I've been a superhero ever since I was born. I've been like this. It's quite a handful. And I only met you when you came to the farm. I don't know anything about your past, but from the way I see the way Albert looks at his son, and I get the same protective kind of feeling towards you. And I would imagine that you're from the same place. No one's told me this. I'm not a smart guy, but it makes sense.
That I'm from Tempest.
Yeah.
Okay, not
said-
Loom. Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
You said you
Just
was
worried for a second there it was an alien creature.
well,
That would be a lot to handle.
Oh.
No
Kinda.
offense, half the people in the car.
no, but you likely kind of an alien creature if they made you the same way they made me.
Yeah, or made you from alien tech. I don't know. Jared is clearly made from his father's DNA, and you do not look anything alike. So,
Right. But there was, I mean, he told you about how that worked, right? It was just, they were basically the bridge between the Loom DNA and my mom's DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what, weirdly enough, gave me retrograde bug powers.
Okay.
And that doesn't
Alright.
seem like the same thing that happened to you, but who knows?
Who knows?
from my understanding, and from what Albert told us about the other super-powered individuals that have been kidnapped over the last while or so, there's a range. I don't think there's a lot of consistency with their
Oh, wait a minute.
products.
It just occurred to me what might be going on here. They want their property back. Tempest wants their property back. They made us, and now they're calling in their debt or whatever, and they want us back for some reason. That's why they're trying to pick everybody up, from the weakest, super with almost no powers up to Jules. I mean, this is they want us back because there's something valuable in it, or they're scared of us. I don't know. But if they have any, they might just be trying to off us. But they're trying to get everybody they helped create back.
So they're like super powered repo bin?
And so we're taking you there now.
So we need to take them down
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get everybody else out.
and get everyone out. Okay, let's do it.
Sounds like hero stuff.
Sounds like hero stuff.
Well,
Cool. Back to the gray dream. And at this point, they're like physically poking and prodding you, they're like have tried to attack you physically, and it's not really working because it's different here. And they're like, we forgive for trying, and they have they're basically trying to vivisect you or take pieces off, and this is not a physical world. They're like, it didn't work on her. We didn't expect it to work on you, but you're different.
All right, I need you to listen to me now. I've had enough of this. Shh. Can you sense how powerful I am?
Yes, you hold our power. Your power comes from the loom. We can tell.
Then you surely know that if I have to destroy myself to take all of you out and keep you from coming into my world, that I will do that. And that world that you're trying to get into is full of a whole lot more people just like me who will do everything they can, including sacrificing themselves to make sure you don't take it.
Oh. So it's going to be interesting.
You
Tell
say
me more
this-
about taking yourself out of the picture, though.
Okay, first of all, why do you look like Albert? This is freaking me out a little bit. Why do you
Albert.
all look like that? This person, that's an Earth person I know. This person you are resembling.
This is how our warriors look.
This is how your warriors look. All of them. That's a whole other issue to deal with when I get back. This place, you said this place we are both in is a place between my world and your world?
Yes, yes.
Is it it's some kind of passage? Is it how you travel?
And all the meantime, they're pulling on bits and pieces.
Quit it.
Your brain is so broken. You have 3-4 ways you can go. There's many more ways to go. Does that make sense?
So if this place that we are both currently trapped in did not exist, could you still come to my world?
No.
Well, then I
Not
guess I know
anytime.
what I got to do, huh?
Okay. What are we gonna do?
No.
It's time. I feel like he feels like it's time for his moment of truth.
Ooh, cool. So the moment of truth for the Nova says, your mind's eye opens and you can see the world around you like never before. Nice. You can control it at will with ease. Of course, warping reality tends to have ramifications down the line, but in your moment of godhood, how could you possibly be worried?
Good God hangover.
Exactly. I'm not worried.
So I think maybe you like this is like as poking and prodding, your charge gets stronger and stronger and stronger until as they're kind of like amusedly pointing in other different directions, your like perception does open up and it does one of those like what's the movie with the curvy space world with the top
Inception.
Inception, yeah, like the space around like kind of like curves around like that, as you can see, and you can like the grayness kind of fades away, like it's almost like you were sitting like you were like a color form on top of a big gray piece of construction paper that they're like you're folding up now, and you can see like in directions that you don't understand. You can see the Earth, you can see a bunch of other worlds that it's hard to tell how close or how far apart they are. Um, and you can see them, and the part you recognize is like imagine like a big like a squishy eight-legged elephant made of pus, and like that the head kind of looks like a person. It's like it's a limb or an appendage that kind of like sticks into the space that we understand, but you can see the loom are these like grotesque things. They're all around you, and you're hanging out, and you're just like end of Highlander powered up in space. What would you like to do?
I think I just start laughing, smiling, and look around at them all and say in my newest, loudest, deepest, godlike voice, "You shall not pass."
um,
then just-
yeah.
Been watching movies with Sunshine.
And then I just unleash everything to destroy this. And now that I see it so clearly, it's just like a construction paper layer that can so easily just be burnt and ripped and disintegrated into nothingness, into just molecular atoms that get recycled into the universe for more things. And this layer that we are in, it's not going to exist anymore. I become part of it. I just like, I don't even feel like I'm a contained person vessel anymore. It's like I am in every single molecule of this whole place at once, destroying it in is infinite number of ways as you can think of. Some of them I'm smashing, and some I'm burning with fire, and some get electrocuted, some just dissipate and blow away like dandelion seeds, and some get just any possible way you can think of destroying a tiny piece of something simultaneously exists in this realm at this moment.
Yeah, I think as you do that, like they realize like the power of that is contained in one of them. I think they're now just realizing that you are like just the size and shape you are, and that all the power that would be contained in one of them has been sort of forced into you, which is letting you do this. And as like you see this like horror and realization on their faces, and the paper gets ripped away, you sort of like can see them like being strewn across space, like between here and whatever other dimension their world is in, and like they kind of were using this as a bridge and you just cut the ropes, and they're just like scattered.
Exactly.
And when it all sort of comes down, you roll 2 dice for me.
Okay. 3.
No, 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 no.
And as the space falls away, everything kind of goes black, and you feel cold, and as your vision sort of comes back, and uh, there's just stars all around you. Let's cut back to Earth.
By the way, real quick, after using my moment of triumph, I believe, according to this, moment of truth, I mean, I have to lock a label permanently.
Ooh, yeah.
I,
What do you,
I'm thinking my vision as while not maximum freak, but pretty freaky, is pretty well locked at this point.
Lock that
ooh,
freak.
Like
lock
I feel
that
like
freak.
I feel like I've I feel like I've to me it's no longer a bad thing or a thing I wish to change. It's like
Yeah,
it's got its pros, it's got its cons, but it's who I am.
Right.
yeah. Sweet.
Nice.
Attractive.
Awesome. So as a it's a bit of a trip out there. It's outside of town, which means that that explosion was pretty extensive. Um, a normal missile of that size would probably not have done that much of a dent, but a star larva charged up missile, maybe not nuclear in yield, but definitely well, no, actually, yeah, nuclear in yield, only in the sense that
Literally.
you are from the sun and the atoms were fusing together.
Nice.
Uh,
I'll put a little
and,
mustard on it.
this place is just wrecked. It's so you can see there's a couple places where it kind of like there's like hills that had these like the blast doors in them, kind of like a hangar kind of thing, but the ground is just stripped away. It's like kind of like tearing up an anthill, and you can see there's like an underground complex that had been like like cut into.
Nice.
And there's a lot of dead people. There's a lot of weird like laboratory setups that are mangled in different ways. Big like back to tank looking containers of like glass things that have liquids spilling out of them. Yeah. What do you want to do?
Oh wow.
Uh,
Yeah,
We're gonna
Glacier's just like, whoa, fuck. Dude, that's
we will land like on a is there so is there anything like of the initial building left, or is it just like a hole in the ground at this point?
it's kind of like the hill was like ripped out and turned upside down.
Okay, so half of the structure, most of the structure was in the actual hill anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then I will land us close to one of the bigger holes
Mhm.
to enter it.
Cool. Yeah, and Wendell and Glacier get out and kind of like they were expecting resistance, but there doesn't really seem to be anyone around.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, you really did a number on that. Oh boy, I don't want to mess with you. And Glacier kind of like gives you a little bit too hard nudge because he expects
Yeah,
you to be pretty
yeah.
tough.
Well, I think Sunshine's a little stunned. I don't think he's killed anybody before.
Hey, Sonny, you all right?
I don't know.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Are you angry, afraid, guilty, hopeless, or insecure?
I'm gonna say definitely guilty.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I'm gonna like take a second with Sonny. Okay. Look, you seem pretty shook up by this.
I mean, I didn't even think it through. I didn't think there'd be somebody alive on the other side of this. So many people. I mean, it's a lot. It's not what heroes do.
No, I mean, not intentionally. At least most of the time. Look, if you're gonna do this, you just have to accept the idea that sometimes people are gonna get hurt because of things you do and choices you make. And some of those people are bad, and some of those people are actually good, and some of those people are just people. It's kind of unavoidable.
Mm.
Look, I mean, I've been there. I know what it's like to feel this responsibility and to feel this kind of guilt. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to go away just because I'm talking to you. But this is the stuff that they don't want to talk about in the media. They don't want to talk about how heroes sometimes hurt people and kill people. The only time they do it is when it's going to make a good story. But the preference is to make us all look like we never make mistakes. But we do. And you're going to have to learn to live with it. Or you're going to just feel like this all the time.
Go ahead and roll plus mundane for comforting supporting.
Okay. I got a 7.
7. Sweet. Cool. So Sonny, do you hear him?
Yeah. I don't think he's convinced though. Like I think he still feels like. I think it's more that he's not sure if he can get over this or feel like this all the time. He's scared of not feeling like this. I think that's what I'm more scared of. So I think he's trying really hard to kind of hold his shit together. Like
Cool.
if we're like trying to move labels or whatever, like I think he's definitely resisting it a bit. Like he wants to maintain whatever normalcy he has right now, or at least whatever chill he's got, you know.
Awesome. What is Jules doing right now?
She's just sitting beside him. And it's just like, yeah. But sometimes you also gotta feel it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. We should at least find out what the hell happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Wendell's like, he's got a flip phone out, not a smartphone, and he's just like, I'm gonna call this one in. I'm gonna call Aegis.
This is why I don't know how to use phones.
Yo, fuck Aegis, man. If you want to call him, fine, but don't tell him I'm here.
Hey, can we
All right.
try to gather anybody that might still be alive?
Yeah,
which is what
around.
Sunshine's going to start doing.
Cool. Yeah, Sunshine. Roll for assessing the situation. Plus superior.
I got one of those. Nice. I rolled 5, 6.
5, 6.
6.
You yeah, let's do this. There is you as you're poking around in one of the sort of lab-y type areas, looks more like a sort of like a medical like operating theater or something like that, only sciencey.
Yeah.
There is some movement under some of the rubble.
Yeah.
And it starts to like
Go check it out.
yeah. And there's a woman's face who you recognize. It is Carbine. She is green, and as you're kind of like looking at her, her eyes flick open, and she just shoves this big piece of rubble off, pushing you backwards.
Cool.
Chaosis, you're in space.
I am.
What are you doing?
Well, first I think I'm trying to figure out, like, am I alive? Am I a corporeal being? Am I dreaming about 2001: A Space Odyssey? Didn't it kind of end like this? Do I look down? I like seem to see my body and everything.
Oh yeah, you're
So,
normal, and you're
feel
not like you're a little chilly, but like not at like space cold.
right. Not like
and you're-
suffocating and
Yeah, and you're not suffocating or anything. It's not rubber on your head.
Okay, well, I mean, hopefully I hope I took out the dimension. I feel like I took out the dimension. I kind of feel like he would instinctually now, just without even almost not even cognitively, just instinctually try to use his move power to where
Yeah,
he can go anywhere he's been to before.
yeah.
But this time it's kind
Um,
of a twist to it. Go ahead.
yeah, if I can interject, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I think you actually, I don't think you have already. You just have regular magic pods. Yeah. I think you have a new ability now. And so as you're trying to like use your power to move, it's almost like you feel like again, as if space was like a slick sheet that you were on. You try to move and like space kind of tips that way, and you just slide towards where you want to go.
Cool.
And you're pretty fast, and you're just like, shit, I'm flying through space. I'm flying through space. I'm flying through space. Hope towards Earth. I'm flying through space.
Yeah, and I feel like again, sort of, he's operating very instinctually at this point, more than
Yeah,
cognitively of like thinking, here's what I would do, this is where I want to go, and I sort of feel like without even realizing it, he's trying to use that power to move to Jules.
yeah, and yeah, you just start hurtling towards where you believe Earth is. Cool. Um, Cable or not cable? Carbine, just different thing. Just tossed Sunshine off of her, um, and the other two of you um, see her stand up, and she's got like a couple tubes and stuff coming out of her. Her entire skin is green, and she's got more. They're not arms; they're like stubby proto arms, and like a couple of like eyes that look like they developed on the side of her face but sort of slid off a little bit. And she's like very mad. And she's a little bit taller than you remember her. Not wearing a whole lot because she was clearly in the middle of some sort of procedure. And she just looks furious. And she like looks at Sunshine and she looks around and sees where everyone else is and like doesn't, and she's just like, where is he?
Who?
Where's who?
Your shitty little friend, the one that did this to me.
Oh no. What are you?
And she
Wait.
picks up a big piece of wall and chucks it towards Superstar. Since you're clearly like, no, wait.
And I stand in the way of it just to be
You
just
absolutely
like
can.
let it hit me and just be like,
Yeah.
what?
Roll plus savior defend.
Roll minus savior.
I mean, my savior is 0, so I rolled an 8.
No, it's
Wait, my
minus.
savior's -1. Never mind. Sorry, I was thinking about superior. Yeah, so I rolled a 7.
7. Cool. You definitely do stand in the way, but that it knocks you on your ass.
That's fair.
How do you feel about that?
I think I was like trying to figure out whether she was here on purpose. I was still caught up in Sunshine's like worry about innocent people and was like, but Carbine, innocent people, and was like, oh, and in my mind she was like kidnapped, and then she threw a rock at us. So I'm just a little dazed.
Maybe
Looking for answers. Trying to find my
insecure?
mommy. Yeah, I'm
Cool.
insecure.
Let's give it insecure. Yeah, so the wall just like shatters all of you and like it knocks you on your butt, but Superstar is not touched at all. And she just starts charging towards you. What do you do?
Towards me?
Yeah, why not? You're the leader.
You. I didn't know which you meant. There's multiple U's.
And she's just yelling, "Where is he?" as she's yelling.
You gotta be more specific with your antecedents.
All right. I'm going to I'm gonna barf mild acid in her face.
Nice.
Like projectile vomit. An irritant acid into her face.
Awesome. This is just engaging a threat, I think. So plus danger.
All right, here we go. 8. That's 11. This plus 3 is really
11.
working for me.
Good
Nice.
barfing.
Oh. Wow, I never
Um,
get tired of that.
Cool. Which two of those things do you want to pick?
I think the acid in the eyes is going to create an opportunity for allies. That makes the most sense because I think I could say take their vision from them. That doesn't seem like how that's supposed to work. That would be really kind of twisting the rules. I don't like to do that. I'm not a fan of
I
it.
think that'd be valid.
Well, I'm going to resist and avoid their blows as well because I don't feel like getting punched. So I'll do create an opportunity and resist.
Cool. Yeah, so she's running, she like gets some acid in her eyes, and she is very, very angry, and she just starts like lurching around, just like, even though like things are pretty smashed up, she's like busting up rocks and like,
What?
pulling things up and throwing them around and like trying
Could
to like
I help here by just like giving her a big old hug and keeping her still?
sure, yeah, engage that threat, I think.
Engaging a threat.
Unless you
Which-
want to sort of like protect something from her.
No, I mostly want to keep her still so we can be like get some information.
Okay, cool.
Although I am open to suggestions and better at
Uh,
working as a team these days.
I could also do. I wouldn't mind trying like some heliokinesis.
Yeah, tell me what that
I
looks
don't
like.
get to use it as much. I want to like encase her in like solar energy to like.
yeah,
trap
do
her.
it.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's a straight up engage a threat too.
So danger.
Yep, plus danger.
Got a +1. I rolled a 7, so it's an 8.
7 and 8. Great. So do you want to resist getting hit, take something from her, create another opportunity, or impress, surprise, or frighten?
I would like to take her mobility away from her, and maybe impress.
Yeah.
That we can,
Frighten, I
like,
think. Yeah.
Maybe convince her a little easier by impressing her like with our team power.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she'll get frightened from that.
Maybe a little date after.
Yeah.
You know what?
See where it goes.
So yeah, she
Throw those space guns.
yeah, clearly she like was not expecting to be grabbed by sunlight and sort of lifted up,
No one ever is.
and she's
Is
still just like furious and like exhausting herself, like slumping around, and eventually she just got like sort of like, it's clear like she's not getting out of this. She's like, who's here, where is he?
He's not here, okay? And also, I don't think his green dye did this to you.
Oh, you don't? What
No.
do you know?
I might have.
I know what these people do experiments on humans. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, they were trying to fix it. It is out of control. It's still out. I can feel it growing in
That's
me.
probably him then.
Ugh.
I think these people would take advantage of saying your skin's dyed green to do experiments on you. That's what I think. I'm sorry. Tempest is a garbage organization. If you went to them for help, you made a mistake.
So
Yeah,
what are you gonna do with me?
Tell us what you know about Tempest.
I know they hired us, and then they used us to gather up their little toys, and then I don't know what you know about us, but we don't like you.
You have mentioned this several times.
Yeah.
And now look at me.
Where did you take the other heroes?
They were here.
Ooh.
Ugh.
I don't know. I don't see anyone around now. Maybe you're too late. Maybe they got sold off or used for parts.
You're an extra bad person.
Look at me.
What?
Well,
So
at
you're a
least
little green,
she's not telling, or at least she's telling the truth about what's going on and not candy coating it.
right?
I do appreciate that, and it also shows the limits of what you know. You don't know where they went,
I was a hired gun.
right?
I brought some folks in. You guys fucked me up, and I thought they could help. They stabilized it. I'm not getting worse, or wasn't.
Do you have any idea where any of the other headquarters are?
They wouldn't tell the
No,
help
I
what
get
they're
it.
doing. And I've been in a tube for the last week, so not a lot of hanging out around the lunch table.
Look, I don't think you want advice, but I don't remember what it was like before I was like this, but I also didn't ask to be like this, and I know that doesn't feel good, but I also know that maybe you'll find some good parts in it. And
Are you
maybe
trying to
you'll
comfort
find
or
some
support her.
yes. Maybe you'll find some good
So
people
great.
in it. And I'm sorry this happened to you. You didn't ask for it.
Roll plus
You're
mundane.
a mean person, and I still don't want bad things. Roll plus what?
Mundane.
Oh, great. -2. Super
Look
good
at
at
all your best stuff.
people. All my best stuff. 7 minus 1 is a 6. Great.
Boom.
Comforted.
Awesome. Comforted. You did it.
Comforted.
I
Comforted.
think this is the part where there's just like a huge like explosion boom above you.
That's about right.
And something just tears down out of the sky, and there's just like a huge dust cloud, and in the middle of it, Chaosis has done one of the super sweet hero landings right next to where Jules is.
Ah,
Oh,
Whew.
Nice entrance.
welcome back.
yeah. What are we doing? What am I missing? Are you having fun without me? What's happening?
You and she.
Oh, hey!
Oh shit!
What the?
You're okay. And Jules hugs him.
And like green blobby things come out of her midsection
Ew.
and go to grab the Chaosis.
I feel like that's an instinctual auto charge up time.
I think, yeah. Let's charge
Oh,
up.
nice.
Go for it.
Yeah.
What do you got?
How about an 11 plus? What it doesn't matter because it's the same result. 11 plus more means I get 3 burn and no conditions.
Nice.
Yay.
Yeah, so she's like slap, slap, slap. Her little like rib tentacles are grabbing all over you. And she's kind of pulling herself towards you. And
Whoa,
she's just like,
Are those your guts? Are those your intestines?
she's too busy getting ready to punch.
I don't get to see other people with gross powers very often.
You guys should start a club. This is amazing. I thought Jared's were the worst, but you are pretty bad.
Yeah, you're like a human sea cucumber.
Wow. That is so revolting.
Before we jump into this fight, I think let's take 5 minutes because we've
Okay.
been doing this for a little bit. I think it's a great place to break.
Yeah.
Let's go with a full panel fight scene open when we come back in 5.
Fighty fight.
Sweet. Are we back? Did we ever leave?
We did not leave. We were,
All right. Cool. We're back.
Hey!
Great. Yeah. So we ended on the splash panel of Chaosis getting grabbed by rib tentacles and by a lady who's real mad that you turned her into a monster because she hates monsters.
well,
Wrong word
It's
for
become
it.
the thing she hates.
I
I'm a
think
Frankenstein.
because I think I'm gonna blow a burn to use my shielding flare.
Nice.
Call up a fast protective field to stop a danger. Roll my freak instead of savior, so 2 dice plus freak, which is my jam,
Get your freak on.
and that's an 8 total.
An 8 total. Great. Sweet. So you're defending yourself. You do it. You also escalate the situation a little bit. So she is like grappling around you, trying to get you. She can't because you're
Well, I feel like I
sort of like-
basically I sprout I sprout like laser spines
nice.
everywhere.
Chewbacca lasers.
Oh my
Ah.
God. Back to it.
Yeah, so she's
Callback.
like grabbing those, like as her sort of like appendages start, like they just like sizzle off and
Laser spines.
and she's like just getting closer and closer, and she's like, fine. And she like grabs the ground underneath you, and like big like spikes shoot out of her back and sort of like hook into the ground, and she just lifts up the ground underneath you, and she's going to huck it as far as she can.
What?
Not the size of your spines.
What is everyone doing?
I want to punch her.
Punch her.
I will have
Right
you
there.
know that I have switched from being a person who just immediately punched things to I tried to help her fifis at first.
You've grown.
And now it's
you've
time to
grown.
punch again.
Yeah, I understand.
Cool.
I
Now
tried
let's
to
punch
talk and then ended up having to destroy a whole dimension. So you know.
Yeah.
It happens. Roll plus danger.
I got 3 danger.
So dangerous.
Finally, in my element, I rolled a 9 plus 3 is 12.
So much
That's
danger.
12.
Danger.
Pick 2 of the things. Do you have the list in front of you?
Oh, let me get that list.
Danger hugs.
Danger
Danger.
hugs.
I give you a hug. Squeeze you tight. Um, I picked 2.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Oh, you know what? Sorry, no, it doesn't matter here. I'll hang
Go
on.
for it. It's fine.
There's still an opportunity to be gained by one of my allies. We don't need it right now, though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
You created an opportunity.
I did. We have not
Yeah.
exploited that opportunity yet. We probably should.
Oh yeah, we have that opportunity. Yeah, let's save it. We don't need it yet.
No.
I'd like to not be hit
Mhm.
because I just got dazed, and I'd like to take something from her, but I think I want to like tie her weird things in knots or something silly,
like-
cartoonish, like just
Nice.
incapacitate her. But that feels like maybe it's misinterpreting that.
No, I think as you did, they sort of come off. They just like sort of
Oh,
Nice.
this was
doing
so
the
much
punching and-
cooler in my head. I'm
punching
gonna
and
tie it up.
grabbing, and there's like until it's just like these like weird
This
open
is
like
definitely Chaos's work.
like her sides are like bare ribs with like jello oozing off of them a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And she she can't see still, and she just like when you're done, she just like falls over backwards. She's like,
Oh.
stop, fine, fucking freaks, stop.
Can we tuck her in back to the blanket?
Wait, she's calling us freaks? What's I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pot, kettle. I mean, I am, but so are you.
Yeah, and so she just I think the scene like Jules just sort of like boom knocks her out, the everything just falls down. And she's just on her back, like just grabbing at her eyes. She's like stop, and she starts crystallizing, and there's like big sort of cocoon of ice forms over her, and behind you Glacier's like, got your back.
Where were you during any of this?
I feel like this is. I feel like we loosened the pickle jar lid, and then you open it.
Yeah, you did not fucking open that pickle jar.
And Wendell's just kind of like leaning up against one of the big pieces of rubble, like,
Oh,
I don't know,
yeah,
looked like you had it, so
yeah.
Do you
yeah,
even have powers?
We did. We always
Yeah,
do.
watch and learn, guys.
It's basically over. You basically just incapacitated an incapacitated person.
Nice
yeah,
job.
like I said, got your back, man.
Also, she
He
said
goes for-
stop, and you're supposed
for
to
a fist
stop when they
bump.
say stop.
Look, Carbine, I know you don't want to hear this right now, and I don't want to say this, but Aegis is probably the people that are best equipped to help you, not Tempest. And Aegis
Yeah.
sucks. So just know that when I say this, I don't want to say it because they're the fucking worst.
Well, it looks like I'm going there, like it or not.
And I don't have any like milk or like anything to put on your eyes, but that will help pretty much immediately if we can get something for you.
Is there
Got
fruit?
some ice.
Milk?
Glacier can maybe give us some little ice.
Oh yeah, ice would help. Ice would
I
help with
mean,
the
he
swelling.
did encase her in ice.
I've got some non-dairy creamer.
Yes.
No,
How long?
I mean, I could
The
shoot something
same
at your
non-dairy
eyes.
creamer I know, then you
Please
don't want
don't-
to use
just-
it.
Just keep him away from me.
all right,
Hey, if I shot something at your eyes, there is a non-zero chance it would be milk.
all right, we got it.
That's what everybody loves to hear.
Okay, so what did we learn? The same thing we already knew, except for the fact that people were here that we could have saved and now they're gone. But they probably left way before the whole missile.
Why are they collecting people?
Well, she said to either sell them or enslave them, basically.
Put him up for parts, use him for more experiments.
But it just seems like
Brainwash them.
No,
Who
it's so
knows?
big though. Like if they're gonna pull something like this, they have something big in mind. And
Yeah, they already had us incapacitated while they made us.
it's not
Weird that
honest.
they would do it now.
If anything, they're probably trying to make an army.
Hey, is there any parts of this building, that you were never allowed to go into?
She was never allowed to go anywhere.
99% of it. Basically the equivalent of wheeling me into the emergency room.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Well, I want to find a mainframe or some sort of like central computer area
Oh yeah, there's
in this place.
take your pick.
All right. Well, that's what I was like. Is there like an off limits like computer place or whatever is what I was getting at.
Off limits
Yeah.
computers.
So I'm gonna look around for what looks like the creepy off limits computer area. Is there a role that I can do to like search for it, or maybe
Yeah, it's just everywhere. You don't need to.
there's computer shit everywhere?
There's shit everywhere.
It's all secret, like scary computer stuff.
Yeah, it was behind like multiple layers of security and buried
Right, cool.
underground, and like you just blew the shit out of all of it.
All right. So what I want to do is meld with this computer, like R2D2 style, just like But actually, I just want to like melt into the fucker and then show up on the monitor and be like looking around like Max Headroom
Nice.
and shit.
Let's do your alien tech thing.
All right. Cool.
Roll your two-factor auth power. And
That's also freak.
identify all
code.
pictures that have a street light in them.
Rolled an 8 + 2, so it's a 10.
That's a 10. Works exceptionally well, or you get an additional use.
I'm gonna go with exceptionally well. I usually do
All right.
additional use, but I
Cool.
want exceptional.
So yeah, tell me what you're looking for.
I want to find out who's been captured and where they took them.
Cool. Yeah, you come up with a list of like 20 or 30 names, and they
Nice.
are actual names and aliases, where they were picked up, when they were picked up,
Nice.
and these are the ones that you recognize, and
Right.
there's just a few dozen that just have like lab numbers on them.
Oh, okay.
Who have not either been exposed or not out or not named. Then attached to all those records are just locations around the world and very large numbers with dollar signs in front of them.
Nice. Dollar signs, they're being bought to these locations. Shit. So while I'm in here, see if I can find if these guys have any other headquarters or locations that they work in and out of.
Ooh. Just roll 2 dice for me.
Okay. What am I rolling? A what?
Just 2 dice.
Just 2 dice?
The die of fate.
7.
7.
Craps.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, there are other locations, but before you can pinpoint where they are, the whole system starts sort of shorting out because you're just too hot, man.
Just too hot. Too much sunshine.
So you're able to get the list of the other ones out,
Okay.
and you know that there are other locations. You haven't pinpointed them yet, though, and you're able to like spurt out of the computer before
I
everything.
printed first. I printed.
Yeah. Yeah,
It bursts into flames as it's coming out.
Hey, quick,
There's a
somebody
print-
sit on the printer. We can get some.
There's a printer. There's like an
This-
inkjet on the 3rd floor that's just like.
Yeah.
This
Wait,
is why
it's over-
I don't
it's
let
over
you
there.
borrow my phone.
Everything just shorts out all the time. And
I
this
still
is,
haven't.
this is about the time when the hover cars come down, and there's 4 of them, and they sort of like come around a perimeter, and agents pour out, and they've got their like weird Aegis guns, and
Put the prints inside me, like it goes in my body. I would be such a great drug mule if I was like into that kind of thing.
Yes, you could do anything you put your mind to, Sunshine.
Oh, gee, thanks.
I know it.
And a guy in a suit goes up to Wendell and shakes his hand. This is
The fuck,
you
Wendell?
you might recognize him. He's Russell's son. He's the director of Aegis right now. And he came out personally. He's got a bunch of guys in his space SUV with rifles and whatnot.
That's a
and he,
nice
like,
SUV.
makes some motions, and like you see people going out to like set up some sort of perimeter.
We should leave in that.
And he's talking to Wendell and sort of pats him
Yeah.
on the shoulder, and then comes up to the group of you and looks around and sort of nods his head at Superstar. It's like, so you're the boss, huh?
Fine. I guess I am.
You kids need help?
No,
Anyone hurt?
no, we're fine.
And he sort of gestures over towards
Carbine's
Carbine.
feelings
Yeah.
are hurt,
Well,
and also her tentacles.
she heard a lot of people on her way out, so we're gonna be picking through this for a while, it looks like. What can we do for you?
Man, what can you do for us? Come on.
So maybe you can answer some questions for us.
Sure.
What kind of ordinance made this kind of hole?
Oh,
I think they had a lot of volatile chemicals in here. Sunshine. Put my dog. My dog's barking. Hold on, my dog's barking.
Sunshine
Sunshine's-
is a dog again, right?
It's a dog.
Get out of
Yeah,
there,
Sunshine
Sunshine!
told
Would you calm down, I think Sunshine sent a missile back to this place, and it just went up like a Roman candle. I'm assuming they had some volatile chemicals or ordnance in here, and that was compounded by the missile.
He looks over at Sunshine. He's like, you're the
yeah, that's me.
How do you know
so
what he was
some-
going to say? You could have
Is
inserted
it-
any word in there.
And I could have been it.
something we need to be worried about.
No,
Causing
I don't plan
fusion
on this happening again.
explosions in the city. Not making anything explode near people. I mean, people who weren't
To
working
be
for.
fair, I didn't know where the missile was going to be going. I just knew it was going at the guy who shot it at me.
That's really fair.
Well, this is a really terrible loss of probably really smart people and a lot of
Yeah,
Equipment,
you don't have to beat
understanding.
me up there, Sergeant. I got plenty of
Uh,
that going.
director. Thanks.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, director person. These
But
people may
you
have been really smart, but they also did a lot of bad things. What are you not telling us? And if you're not going to help us, then go.
The second half of my sentence was that you saved us a lot of work.
Oh, you're welcome.
Something like this. We've been looking for Tempests, and they've been under our nose the entire time. And even after we found them, you kids you make an impression.
Literally.
We're bound by we have an image to keep up, so we have to move a little bit slower. This would have taken us years to travel, and in that time, who knows what they would have done. So thanks.
You're welcome. Cool.
You're not from space. Points at Chaosis.
I mean,
I mean,
recently.
What's the deal?
I've been there. It's
Yeah, we were tracking you on the way in.
Jules looks at him.
Oh.
What's the deal? How much?
It looked like
TL
something was going to blow up the Earth.
Yeah.
We were ready to do what we could, but thanks, it was you. What's the deal?
Well, TLDR I saved the whole world from extra dimensional beings invading and taking our world and killing us all. Basically.
Wow.
Good work.
Hey, I didn't do it alone. I mean, this whole team should be recognized. I mean, we're kind of like
No,
new
you
guardians in a way.
Definitely did that all by yourself.
you did that. That was you.
That
You did
part.
that
But
one
y'all
all
were
by
doing
yourself.
important stuff here. We were,
You
dividing and
literally
conquering.
walked away from the book you were trapped in.
But yeah, by the way, I don't think those extra dimensional beings are coming, at least not for a long time.
Good.
I destroyed the conduit between their world and ours.
Holy crap! Are you sure you shouldn't be in charge?
Were
Nah,
you?
it's your bag,
No,
superstar.
this is not a good idea.
I know you have a sort of theme going on here. I just need to ask for, paperwork. This was on purpose, right? You didn't accidentally discharge enough energy to destroy.
Oh
a
no,
dimension.
it was completely on purpose. I knew that
All right.
the only way to save this world was to destroy their way to get to it, and quite frankly, I kind of figured I would go out along with it, and I'm very happy that I was wrong about that part.
Any casualties?
I mean, a whole bunch of really gross pus elephants.
Oh, the loom.
Those, yeah, is that what they're called? They look like, yeah, just turn. What's funny is they kind of look like Jared's dad to me until I really saw with true sight.
Does he? Yeah, we should have a talk about your dad.
Sure. Let's talk about my dad.
Yeah, we'll make an appointment.
Yeah, why don't you talk to him?
I mean, we know about him. Do you know about him?
Man, I don't have to tell you anything.
No, you don't.
How did you get to be the director?
Oh, that's a long story.
Never mind. I don't care.
Like the whole point is here, I think.
Let's just say that organizations like Aegis have a certain amount of turnover and go through different regimes. Sometimes an organization is made for a certain purpose.
Yeah.
And other people inside that organization turn it to their own means.
You know what? I'm sorry I asked. We are after
Well.
Tempest, and we would like to continue actually doing superhero work instead of chitty chatting with.
And I think we've
The
earned some
director
degree
of
of
yeah.
degree of respect in the future, perhaps.
Sure.
We're all working towards the same goal here.
That was
Of course.
easy. All right, well, we're gonna leave unless you need something else for us.
Nope, we're just gonna do some. We still have a lot of work ahead of us. We need to dig through this site, see what kind of computer equipment is left, find if there's anything else we need to know about Tempests.
I would recommend looking outside of this perimeter for working computer equipment.
All right, and we will do everything we can with her. Anything else I should know for the report?
No.
Be nice to her. She didn't ask for this, even though she's a really mean person.
Christopher, keep in touch.
Hey, don't say my real name in shh.
This isn't-
Chaosis.
Chaosis. If you can control your powers, think about a rebranding. He walks back to his space SUV.
Ew, I hate adults.
Let's get out of here. Are you two coming?
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna. I know this guy over here. The guy digging through Wendell. We're gonna chill out. Maybe we'll go out for a drink afterwards. I don't know. I'm just gonna catch up and see. If they're hiring or something. I'll see what I can do.
Ugh.
But
Ew, gross.
Glacier's like, yeah, let's go.
All right, yeah. Let's get you.
Yeah, you look great in a suit.
This
Wendell.
guy. This one I like. This guy I like.
Yeah, he keeps the car cool.
He's
Yeah, we'll get you-
We
great.
have to use the AC.
We should put him in the pool one day.
Do you like waffles, man?
Yeah.
I love waffles.
Let's go back
Hell
to
yeah.
the pad. We'll get some waffles.
Yeah.
All right.
Not you, Wendell.
What?
Bye.
Cool. You make it back to the place, and uh, your dad is there, kind of like he's got the kitchen he's got the book open on the sort of island, and he's got like a bunch of papers and some diagrams, and he's got like a laptop open, and he's got some writing and charts and stuff. As you pop in, he's like, okay, I think I've got it figured out. We need to get you out of.
We should have let Chaos's hide. This would have been
You're-
fun.
Okay, so we have to stop. Okay, so I figured the only thing keeping them from coming here was Gromar, and now the only thing was you, and now you're back. So we have
Grown-ups are
Hey,
so slow.
It's all taken care of.
taken care of.
They're not coming. I took care
No,
of it.
they're definitely coming.
They're not coming. I took care of it.
No, you don't know them. They're not. They are coming.
That dimension between our worlds
Yeah.
doesn't exist anymore.
What do you mean it doesn't exist? Of course it exists. You might not be able to see it because it's kind of at an angle to our. It's hard to explain.
No. I then explained to him, no, I think it's quite easy to explain. It's kind of like a little construction paper between the two things. And the thing is, if you just if you take construction paper and you consider it and you think about how you can demolecularize that construction paper, and then the two dimensions, while technically will being adjacent to each other, can't cross over anymore because they don't have the construction paper layer between them anymore. Which you need is the medium to transfer from that one to this one, since they kind of exist in different realms with different physics laws and things. So without that dimension, no traveling. Dimension's gone. Nobody's coming. I took care.
Yeah, that's basically it. And you're okay.
I'm better than ever.
What did you see when you did that?
Things that cannot be put into human comprehension. I was
I hope not.
everywhere. I was everything. I was. I saw what the loom actually looked like, which is really kind of gross.
I heard you were a pus elephant.
Yeah, kind of like pussy elephants.
Huh.
Interestingly, before I could really see, though, they all appeared to me looking like you.
Yeah.
And they said that's what all their warriors look like.
The expeditionary forces are bred from the same stock.
Ooh, like Jingo fits. Neat.
But we're good for now.
We're good for now. I'd like to talk to you some more about no one else understands.
Yeah, of course. I mean, again, it's real hard to talk about because it's things
and
you
he
can't
kind of
really.
puts his arm around your shoulder and sort of walks you out to the like the pool area, and he's like, so sort of like starts explaining like the whole like, yeah, this is the thing we do. We go take over the world. That was a way through. There might be other ways through. Let's talk about mapping out different contingencies just in case. Da, 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 da. And also like that's the conversation as you two walk away. Unless you want to stay for waffles. Looks like there's waffles being made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just made my first batch.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Jared's never made waffles before.
Space Force.
I do not know if he used all the ingredients. We're gonna find out.
Jared, can you make me a roll plus mundane?
Roll for waffles.
Nice.
Sure. Roll plus mundane.
Monday and roll for waffles.
Oh. Get rid of some gross waffles. Roll 5.
These are good. Yeah.
Mark
Sure.
potential.
They look like waffles. They do look like waffles.
Well, the iron kind of takes care of that part of it. But
Hey,
Uh,
I think I forgot the sugar.
Replaced it with salt.
Chris, do you want to take over? You're so much better at this than I am.
Salty
yeah,
waffle.
no, I'll come back after my talk with your dad and take care of some waffles.
Glacier goes and hangs out in the pool.
Yeah, I love it
Gonna
when
be
he's
chilly
in
in
the pool.
there.
I like it when it's chilly in the pool.
Cool. What else are you doing there?
I think Jules was trying to get alone with Chaos eventually.
Yeah, we could do that.
I think when that finally presents itself, he's got a plate. Well, it's like very cliche, like silver plates with a dome on it. He's like, I brought you something. You know what? Take a guess. Guess what's in?
Is it something that doesn't taste like actual paper?
Hopefully, that is my goal.
It has a little bit of salt on it. All right.
What do you think? What do you think it is?
Non-Jared cooking.
I mean,
With fruit on it.
aha! That's what you would think, isn't it?
Yeah? No?
But it's not, because it's a waffle with chocolate and whipped cream, because sometimes you gotta shake things up and break the rules.
Chaoses.
Look at you.
And try new things. You know, I was gonna say that, like the team, when I was floating there in space, the team was the anchor that brought me back here, but that's a lie. That's what I was gonna say. The truth is, it was you. I thought about you and found myself hurtling back here in the right direction. You were the anchor that brought me back.
Well, normally I would make a really amazing joke right now. But the thing is, when you disappeared in that book, the only thing I could think of was trying to do the impossible and trying to bring you back. And then, of course, you bring yourself back.
Guess we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
But the air is feeling a lot clearer.
Yeah, I'll
I
try
think-
chocolate chips.
Yeah.
While they're off having that little talk, Jared, your dad, comes up to you with a plate of waffles that Jules made. Here, you might want to try some of these.
Yeah, no, I know I made that.
Pretty good.
Waffles. I know.
Yeah,
I'm not.
it's real bad.
I don't have an
I-
ego about it. It's fine.
I blame myself. That was not part of your training, and that's
No.
an oversight on my part. So
Yeah.
You know what, you got a good team here. You did a really great job. I'm really proud of you.
Thanks.
How are you feeling?
I don't know, Dad. I've been spending a lot of time recently trying to figure out who I am in relationship to the whole superhero thing and this legacy and responsibility, and I really don't want to give all that up. But at the same time, I don't know. Man, I don't know. I don't know if working with other people is helping or hurting that. I'm just not sure. And I know they're all really powerful. But I don't know. I don't know.
Are you
I'm not
talking
sure
about
what I want.
helping or hurting yourself?
Well, no, I just don't know I guess I just don't know what I want. I don't know if I want to be a hero. Some days I don't. So I don't know if I want to be a hero by myself. I don't want to know if I want to be a hero with a team. I haven't been with these folks very long.
They look up to you. And however you're feeling about this, you've really helped them a lot. You're I know the city looks up to me as a hero, but where I'm from, I'm not a super scientist, not any kind of hero. I'm just a normal guy
Yeah.
for various values of guy. But when I came here, I became special, and it took a while to deal with that. And I know you feel like you've been doing this for a long time, and you have, but you've still got a long ways to go. You're going to have this for a while. So I think once you hit maturity, you're going to be looking pretty good for a while.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll take that.
And as far as I can tell, from what I can see anyway, there's no elephant in the room. You know what I mean?
No. I mean, it does kind of shed some light on maybe where some of my abilities may have come from outside of what Tempest. Like, I mean, we talked about this before, that it was some sort of like retrograde DNA, and
Yep.
but it's possible that now I can see why it's so strange and why it's so fast. Anyway, all that aside, no, I do feel like we did a lot of good here. I just can't lose myself in. When I was younger, it was just fun. Even when things were crazy and we were solving murders, it was fun, right? And now it's not fun.
It's like a job.
Yeah, and it feels like it's feeling like more and more responsibility at the time when everybody I know is getting less, or they're ignoring their responsibilities. And I have to do this because if I don't, people suffer. It's just, I know too much now, Dad. I know too much. And these three don't know enough.
Sounds like they need someone to help them.
God damn it. Yes, I know.
Tell you what, take your time. You don't have to decide now. But when you're ready, and he pulls out a little key card, slides it across the table. Got some stuff for you. This place is looking a little cramped.
All right. Thanks, Dad.
Sunshine, where are you hanging out?
I think Sunshine is takes one of the laptops, goes out the smashed window of the place, goes to like the very, very tippy top, the roof of the building, sits out there with some pigeons.
Yeah.
He's trying to soak in the either sunset or sunrise or whatever.
Probably sunset at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, it's probably sunrise at this point.
Right. Yeah, I think we're but
Recharge the sun powers a little bit.
yeah, he looks at the laptop and he fuses his hands into them and then starts loading the locations of the people who've been sold.
Nice. Yeah, and so it's like a nice long like over the shoulder shot of that happening as the sun's coming up, and you hear a voice next to you says, "What you got there?"
Oh, the agenda.
What?
The agenda. What happens next?
What do you mean?
Is there anybody there? Is it a pigeon?
It's a pigeon.
Hey, buddy. When did
Hey,
you start
buddy.
talking?
Well, what do you mean? When did I start talking? It transforms into a dog.
Oh, wow.
Is this better?
I mean, looks weirder having a dog up here.
Oh, I'm
pigeon.
sorry. And it turns
we stay indigenous.
it turns into like a gangly looking teenager. Like, how about this? Does this work?
All right, you're just
What?
making fun of me now.
Should I put clothes on? I don't know. How does this work?
Probably be a good idea. I mean, I'm sitting. I'm like eye level. Hey.
Okay.
Are you a larva? Did you decide
Yeah.
to like show up?
Yeah, bro. And there's two other ones next to you on the other side.
Oh. Hi, guys.
Hey, so when are you coming home?
Hmm. I don't know. Some shit went down here.
Yeah,
Got
no
me to-
shit.
Got me to thinking. I don't know if I should be here, really.
Let's go then.
Yeah?
Yeah, bro.
Maybe just for a while.
Sweet. And they kind of like turn into like puddles
But
of
hang
sunlight
on.
and just shoot upwards. Catch
Oh,
up, Slowpoke.
Cool.
Get in the car, loser.
Close the laptop. Kind of bring it down to the broken window. Just kind of leave it there. You know, take a look and see Chaosis and Jules over there, and then see him and his dad over there, and then just turn into a hawk.
Now roll credits.
Wow, what a finish.
New Guardians. Ba-da-da. We're not gonna do end of session moves because
Right.
this is the end.
Yeah.
Yay.
Super sweet, y'all. How you feeling?
Good.
Yeah, it was fun.
This was really good.
Yeah, good in. Yeah.
Cool. Well, sweet. That is the show. That is the series. That's the whole thing. Thanks anyone who was here watching with us. This was Masks a Bright Future, 819 Entertainment. Mark, Adam, Barrett, Nicole, Heath. We're all here. Barrett, you want to take us out for the other stuff?
Yeah. Now that this is wrapping up, we're coming back with season 2 of Nuked. The first session back is going to be a special Tales from the Wasteland, which will be on May. Oops, I don't know how to do months. May 4th. No, sorry, May 3rd. Monday, May 3rd. That's when we're gonna have a special guest coming back to pull a rescue mission for the actual team that's all been captured or is missing.
I love it.
We'll see folks who were guests from our previous season in 2020 coming back to help us out. And then the actual main cast will be back on May 4th. So 2 nights in a row, back to back nuke sessions.
Yeah.
So that's going to be super awesome. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't played nukes in quite a while. There was some bad stuff happened around at my house back when we were wrapping up the last season, and I wasn't able to play for weeks. So looking forward to getting back to that. Hard-ass Trivia, as far as I know, is still on Thursday nights right here on Twitch at 8 o'clock. And I don't have any special online stuff. Obviously, if you haven't gotten vaccinated, get on that. It's amazingly easy considering how rough things were for the first 90% of this pandemic. We're kind of sticking the landing. And keep wearing your masks. CDC guidelines say if you're outside and not in a crowded area, you don't have to wear one. So that's great. Use your discretion, your personal choice on that. But if you're still going out into large crowds, keep that mask on. Keep yourself safe and don't let anyone else get sick. And I think that's enough.
Yeah. Adam, you got anything else going on we want to talk about?
I mean, other than just going to my website at adamwrodriguez.com, and you can it's like the hub for all the stuff that I'm randomly doing. We got 2 seasons of Stitching Crossings that you can go to from there, which is a web series that we did, an absurd web series. And then I've also been doing a bunch of my online free web comics. Those are also on my thing. And I'm actually thinking about doing some guest appearances from these characters just because,
Nice.
I have a superhero universe and these guys are all like great fodder for that.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to just do some appearances.
Sweet.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. Nicole, you have anything?
Yeah, the Hideout Twitch at 11 a.m. Central Time every Sunday has Studio Ghibli inspired improv. It's happening through April and May.
Cool. Heath, how about you?
Ooh, I actually have a thing this Saturday night at
Nice.
8 p.m. I think. Do a search for My Four Dads Improv. They do a show every week called Dadderday Night Live. You can guess exactly what it's like from that title. And this Saturday, I am the musical guest, as well as everybody plays a little bit at the end. So there's that. And then all my music's available on all the streaming services and heathallen.bandcamp.com. And I'm on every social media thingy as Heath Allen. And you can Google me and see stupid videos.
TikTok,
Shut up and
TikTok.
listen to my songs.com. Shut up and listen to my songs.com.
Rude.
One of my proudest accomplishments. For a while, I used to put out like a really short, silly song every week. And I don't do and then I went through a breakup and I quit doing it. and then now I just do it every now and then when I'm inspired. But
Yeah, it went from being short, silly songs to long, maudlin perspectives.
Operatic.
Suddenly found myself not in the mood to write short, funny, silly songs anymore. And this is a long time ago now, though.
That will happen.
So anyway, tons. There's a randomize button, which is my favorite way to consume it, because you can hit random and it'll serve you up a random, stupid, short, silly song.
Clearly.
Love
Yeah. Awesome. And I'm Major, MAJCHR, on all the major things. I might be coming back to do another weird RPG. It's still in discussion. We'll find out here. But watch all the Nuke stuff in the meantime. That's gonna be great. And I have a RPG I'm developing right now, a science fiction one called Orion at orionrpg.com. Still in development, but we'll be playing off and on in other places. So keep an eye out if that's something you're into.
You're playtesting it this weekend, right?
Oh yeah, playtesting on Sunday. Don't know if we're streaming it yet, but we'll keep working on it.
But you're streaming something on Friday night, right?
Yeah, we're streaming something on. Oh, that's right. We're streaming a new game by Jason Morningstar called Uncle Gordo's Attic. I think Uncle Gordo's Basement. Basically, we are going to be playing the inheritors of weird machines from our dead inventor uncle, and stuff is going to happen. I don't really know yet, so
Be
we'll
real
find out.
chill.
That
Uncle
sounds-
Gordo's house.
Uncle
sounds
Gordo's
like
house.
something he'd come up with.
Yeah. So we'll be doing that at Twitch, my Twitch channel, M Major or Mark Major.
M Major.
M Major. And we'll be doing that Friday at 8ish. So come on and see some weird shit.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for playing. This has been great. Thank
Thanks
you,
for
Nate,
running.
for being
Yeah,
our
totally.
awesome tech guy.
Yeah.
It's been a super lot of fun.
You, Nate.
Woo.
Thanks to Shannon and Mike for having us on the channel. It's been super fun, and
I'm sad
maybe
to see
do
the
it again
journey end.
sometime.
I know.
Yeah.
Cool. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time around. Catch you later.